Mark is a cereal farmer. He finds his job interesting. It's not easy doing his job every day in the current economic climate. The last thing he wants is to make life difficult. Today, Mark is puzzled. He just got out of a meeting with Roger, his technical advisor. Roger spoke to him about a product that would help crops absorb nitrogen more efficiently, Balsamo. Of course he'd be interested, but complicated protocols and miraculous powders don't work for him. He's already tried. Mark hears a little voice in his head.
Mark, you're not going to let your supplier make your life difficult, are you? He's not the farmer here. If there was something that could improve the yield and quality of your grain, you would know about it.
But another little voice steps in. Precisely, Mark. Not a lot of people know about it, and for good reason. Balsamo is protected by a French patent that was developed outside of major industrial groups. The product has only been around for a few years and is marketed through word of mouth. The first little voice pipes up again.
A mad professor thinks he's found a product to make more dosh, and we are supposed to believe him?
It's not that crazy, Mark. Before going on the market, Balsamo followed a rigorous test protocol. More than 650 fields were monitored over several years. That's why your distributor listed it, and why Roger, your technician, told you about it today. Let me explain. In fact, Balsamo helps the plant to absorb nitrogen. It can be conveniently added to the farm's nitrogen solution and used as a third application. That way you don't even need to do another round of the fields. What's more, you can get equally good results even when you apply a lower quantity of nitrogen. You can also use it as a fourth application when the wheat has headed, if protein content is what you're targeting. If we take a closer look, here's what we have. Balsamo helps the plant to absorb the nitrogen deposited on the leaves. Balsamo helps the plant to turn this nitrogen into glutamine, which is carried to the grain, and gives it protein. The result? You increase your yield and your protein content by 5 to 10%. This technique gives you the guarantee of producing high-quality milling wheat, even in difficult fields. To recap, you increase your yield by 0.3 to 0.6 tons per hectare. That's a financial gain of 60 to 120 euros per hectare. If you're in a sales channel that aims for protein content, you add between 35 and 45 euros of gain per hectare. In conclusion, if you use Balsamo, you have a cost of 30 euros per hectare, and you gain between 95 and 165 euros per hectare. For every €1 spent, you gain between 3 and 5.5 euros, not to mention the security of producing high-quality milling wheat. Mark has had enough of all these sales points. They are confusing him. Mark realizes that the name Balsamo rings a bell. His colleague John told him about it. He's going to call him. On the phone, John answers.
Mark, it's nice to hear from you, especially as our job isn't easy at the moment. Balsamo, what I can say is that I've been using it for more than 5 years. On average, I have a 5 to 10% yield increase per hectare, and my harvests are systematically classed as milling wheat. I've seen dry years, rainy years, years with no root development, and I always get great results. In times like these, it would be a shame to miss out.
There you have it, Mark. It'd be a shame to miss out Balsamo. All that's left is to give it a go.